Super Smash Bros. Melee blew up because of its competitive and fun, fast-paced gameplay, so everybody was expecting a sequel of similar speed with more characters and stages. And while we did get more stages and characters, the gameplay speed was much different than it was in Melee. Melee is the fastest playing Smash game yet, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the sequel to Melee, is the slowest playing Smash game yet. And because of this, the fans of the Smash series were not a fan of Brawl. However, I think it is still very fun, and definitely not what I was expecting, but I still got a lot of enjoyment out of Brawl. Hey guys, this is Game Nate. Today, I will be talking about Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and why it is not an underwhelming sequel to Melee. Starting off with the characters, this is the best character roster in the Smash series up until this point. We have Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, and Pikachu returning, which were the original 8 in the first Smash game. However, Samus' final smash allows her to turn into Zero Suit Samus, which first appears in this game, having a completely different moveset to Samus. Diddy Kong is another newcomer, and while his attacks are somewhat average in damage, he can attack very fast. Zelda, Sheik, and Ganondorf play similar to how they did in Melee. Pit from Kid Icarus is a newcomer, being able to fly and attack with his blade thing as well as his bow. Meta Knight is a newcomer, being completely broken in this game because of how his moves combo perfectly into each other. Pokemon Trainer is a newcomer that uses 3 different Pokemon with different movesets you swap between, being Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. Ike is a powerful newcomer from Fire Emblem, with very powerful attacks with his sword. Peach, Bowser, and Luigi play similar to how they did in Melee. The same also applies to Yoshi. Ice Climbers is just as fun to use as they were in Melee as well. King Dedede is a very heavy hitter, being a newcomer and 3rd main villain in the series, along with Bowser and Ganondorf. Wario is another newcomer, which is also a heavyweight, but he actually uses his WarioWare design as his main usage in this game, instead of his much more popular Mario design. Olimar from Pikmin is also a newcomer, using his Pikmin for his attacks, each damaging the opponent in different ways. Lucas is another newcomer playing similar to Ness. Speaking of Ness, himself, Luigi, Captain Falcon, and Jigglypuff are all here, meaning every character from Smash 64 is here. Morph is back and plays similar to how he did in Melee. The same applies to Falco. Lucario is a newcomer, having the interesting gimmick of increasing power as he takes more damage. Snake from Metal Gear somehow appears in this game, and uses his weapons to attack the opponent. Rob is a newcomer based off of the toy thing for the NES, which is a very unique character. Mr. Game & Watch plays similar to how he did in Melee. Sonic is another exciting newcomer, and he is obviously really fast, however all of his attacks are very similar to each other. Toon Link is a newcomer that replaces Young Link, but they play nearly the same as each other and also play nearly the same as regular Link. And last but not least, we have Wolf, which is a stronger but slower version of Fox and Falco. This roster is really great as it has a lot of newcomers. Next up are the stages. In competitive play, Final Destination is the stage most used, as it allows for most fighting, as it is most basic. However, for casual play, some of these stages can be very fun. Battlefield and Final Destination are the basic stages that allow fun because they're the most competitive. There are also a handful of stages that play the exact same as they did in Melee, including Hyrule Temple, Yoshi's Island, On It, Corneria, Rainbow Cruise, Bryn Star, Jungle Japes, Green Greens, Big Blue, and Pokemon Stadium. I'm not going to mention every stage in the entire game because there are lots of them and also multiple that I barely remember, but the highlights for me are Delfino Plaza, WarioWare Inc., Pictotap, Hyrule Temple, On It, and Luigi's Mansion. Next up is the items, which I'm sure you all know that almost nobody plays with items on in Smash Bros. However, I feel like they actually start to have a purpose in this game. This is because on top of assist trophies, This is because on top of assist trophies and Pokeballs, there is the newly added Smash Brawl, which will unlock every character to use their own unique Final Smash, which is basically a really strong move, or in some rare cases like Samus, she turns into Zero Suit Samus with her Final Smash. This means if you turn off items, you're locking Zero Suit Samus from being playable, as she is only accessible via Final Smashes. So I actually think in some cases for this game in Smash 4, it can be better to play with some items, even in competitive play. Next up, I'm going to talk about other random modes, which this game has a lot of. However, in this section, I'll purely be focusing on the biggest one, being the Subspace Emissary. This game does story mode the best, as most people, including myself, prefer this mode to Smash Ultimate Story Mode, and the other Smash games don't even have a story mode. Anyways, in this mode, you go through different stages trying to free trophies so you can play as them for the rest of the mode. You start with either just Mario or just Kirby, and your adventure builds from there. In my opinion, this is a super great and underrated mode, and they need to bring back more modes like this for more Smash games. This game's classic mode works pretty similarly to how it did in the first two games in the series. You just randomly fight characters from this game, playing the same classic mode no matter which character you pick. I would say this is disappointing, but it's honestly not too surprising considering that this is exactly how it worked in Smash 64 and Melee as well. In conclusion, while yes, this game plays slower than Melee, an expanded character roster, very good stages, items that actually have a purpose other than to exist only in very casual play, and an actual story mode is enough to make this game a pretty good sequel to Melee at the very least, and I would even call it better than Melee. But anyways guys, this video is going to be done. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.